Hi guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. And if you've just tuned into my channel for the first time, my name is Marianne Hanson. I'm a counsellor and a coach. I work with individuals with depression, with stress, with low self-esteem, and I also work with couples and individuals around relationships. So something I want to talk about is I'm doing a series of videos, and the reason I talk a lot about mental health is not only because I had a sister who struggled with depression for many years, but also I work with a lot of clients who struggle with depression and mental health. It's getting more discussed now. It's not as taboo as it was, but it still is quite taboo for some. There's not many people that would just come out and say, I struggle with depression, or I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia, or I'm on medication. There's lots more people talking about it, but this is why I want to make this video, which is called What Nobody Tells You About Mental Health. So the first thing that doesn't really get spoken about is that it can happen to anyone at any time. Mental health doesn't just have to occur because it runs in the family. It doesn't just occur because of brain issues. There's lots of reasons, but it can happen to anyone. All it takes sometimes is one major event that happens in your life that can spiral and you can become depressed. Or it could be a series of events that happen. There's lots of other reasons. So I think knowing that you're not the only person and knowing that there's nothing wrong with you, but mental health can affect anyone at any time, can sometimes help people to come to terms with the fact that they have a mental illness. There's also a lot of people who are receiving treatment. Now that can be talking therapies like counselling. Also there sometimes medical treatments, so prescription drugs. There's lots of different options now out there. So although there's lots more people that are struggling with mental health, there is also more services available and sources. So the other thing that people don't tell you is it doesn't have to define you. Many people put that label on themselves if they've been diagnosed with depression or another mental illness, and they feel that that's it. You know, my life is over. I'm not going to be able to get a job. I'm not going to have a normal life. This is who I am now. I'm this depressed person. And if you continue to say that and you internalize that, then that's kind of how your thoughts, your feelings and your behaviours will present themselves. There's things that before you were diagnosed with that label, I'm sure that you were behaving in a particular way. So the key thing there really is for you to own it. It's a part of who you are, but it's not all you are. And that is the main difference. And that's why some people can function with a mental illness. They can still have a job, they can still have a family. They recognise that the issues that come up in relation to that mental illness, but they don't let it overwhelm them. The third thing is there's a lot of shame in talking about it, and that's why people don't. And this is something which we need to change, because to me, really, I think that people should be open enough to say they're feeling down. People should be able to say they're feeling suicidal. People should be able to say, I didn't want to get out of bed today. But they don't often say these things. There's a lot of people that are walking around with depression that are putting on a mask and putting on like a front. And the issue with that is eventually the brain can't take it anymore because it's too tired from acting and putting on this performance. So what happens is they will then have like a breakdown, or they'll decide I can't handle this anymore, and they will sometimes end their lives. So there's no shame in talking about your depression. It's not just depression, there's lots of mental health illnesses out there, so there's no shame in talking. And the final thing that people need to be aware of is there's support out there. The amount of people who don't know what services are available to help them with mental illness, and that's because it's not always promoted. Now you may need to go online and do a Google search, you may need to go on Facebook, you may need to ask someone. You know, you could ask me as a counsellor and I would do that research for you. I might know some resources, but there is support. The key thing here is that support is out there. So I hope you found this video useful. Please feel free to leave your comments. Please feel free to like and to share it if you think someone else will benefit. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Have a good afternoon or morning wherever you are. Bye.